Hey, good morning, everybody. Joe Daniels from Williamsport. Thanks for taking time out of your endorsement rallies to get a little bit of an update on the food and beverage category. It's summertime, as we all know, July and August, some hot months. Who wants to cook? Nobody, of course. So I wanted to take a little bit of a look at some statistics from the Radio Advertising Bureau on eating out and when that is happening. Monthly sales of full service restaurants. You can see July and August, two of the bigger months. Not quite as big as March or December, but still some of the bigger months again. Who wants to cook in the summertime? People have extra time. They're going on vacation. They're traveling. They're out more. And people are eating out in July and August. So a great time, if you have not done so already, to hit up your restaurant clients. Full service, fine dining, quick service, casual dining, all places that should be good prospects here for the summer months for restaurants. Share of food service visits for both full service and limited service locations by day part. Lunch, the big one, 34%, followed by supper, dinner time, 31%. Breakfast, also a big category when it comes to eating out. But again, lunch is number one when it comes to both full service and limited service locations by day part. The two main day parts for casual dining segment are dinner, which represents 59% of the segment's traffic, and then lunch, which accounts for 33%. So just to give you an idea of what are some of the big day parts when it comes to casual dining. The next one we're going to look at, 58% of consumers surveyed said they visit a casual chain, a fast casual chain for dinner at least once a month, putting this segment just behind casual dining, which attracts 60% of those same respondents at least once a month. So people eating out at fast casual, also casual dining. Again, another segment that's important to go after, especially here in the summer months. According to another survey, 51% of consumers report ordering food to go, including pickup, takeout, or delivery, at least once a week. So it's happening a lot. People are eating out, for pickup, takeout, delivery. Maybe they're not going out to a restaurant, but they don't want to cook, so they're picking it up and they're getting it delivered, or they're just ordering takeout. So again, any of your advertisers, any of your clients who offer pickup, takeout, delivery, they're folks to go after, again, especially here in the summer months when it's too hot to cook. People are too tired to grill out. They don't want to heat up the house, put the oven on. It's the time to hit those restaurants. Why radio? Radio has established itself as an excellent vehicle for advertisers to deliver their messages to an increasing number of potential buyers. Each week, radio reaches 91% of persons ages 12 plus and 66.2% of these consumers on a daily basis. In all, we're talking about 245 million Americans ages 12 and older listening to radio every week. Now, each week, radio reaches 84.2% of adults 18 plus who visited family or fast casual restaurants 9 or more times during the previous month, in addition to 88.5% of those consumers who spent between $201 and $500 at fine dining establishments during the last 30 days. So bottom line is summertime, a great time to hit those restaurants. Some statistics there to use when you're going out on the road to talk to these restaurants, whether you're talking about fast food, casual dining, quick service, or even fine dining. Radio is a way to reach those people, as we've talked about before, and you guys have heard over and over again. Radio reaches people closest to the time of purchase. Also, radio can motivate those people. When they're thinking about where are we going to eat? Hey, we don't feel like cooking tonight. It's the summertime. It's hot. We're tired from a long day at work. Where are we going to order? Next, I want to look at some success stories from around the region. Allentown really hitting some home runs here with spec ads. If you haven't used spec ads in a while, maybe it's something you used a while back. Spec ads work. It's Radio 101. If you can get an advertiser excited about hearing their name in a commercial, excited about an idea, they're going to buy. And that's what happened in Allentown here and a couple of different clients. Hatfield Meats, an all-new business, never advertised on the radio in that market. They put together a Southern grilling campaign for Memorial Day and the 4th of July, plus some added focus on dads and grads. And they used the spec spot and sold them just about $7,500 worth of advertising. Another rep from Allentown, Eight Oaks Distillery, put together a spec spot. They visited the distillery, the intention of just taking a tour, maybe learning about the business. Once the tour was done, they had a chance to talk, asked them to listen to a spec spot. Who's going to say no to Billy there? and sold a $14,000 campaign, which was all new business. Billy also went to Weyerbacher Brewing Company, pretty much the same thing, put a spec spot together, highlighting their anniversary. Client loved it, sold them a $2,000 schedule over a week and a half promoting their anniversary. Again, all new business, and they're thinking about continuing the buy. I did want to play the one from Eight Oaks Distillery. Thought it was a good spec spot, and we'll give it a listen.
We're going back to a time when things were handmade by local tradesmen with local ingredients, crisper, cleaner, real. Eight Oaks Craft Distillers, makers of fine American vodka, gin, colonial rum, and authentic Applejack. Take a tour and visit the tasting room, where you can enjoy their artisan spirits and handcrafted cocktails in a rustic, comfortable atmosphere. Eight Oaks Craft Distillers. Come for a visit in nearby scenic Nutropoli, just off Route 309, or check out the online store at eightoaksdistillers.com.
So again, the moral of the story here, spec spots. If you're not using them, use them, not just for the food and beverage category, but for any business. It's what we do. We sell sound. So why not focus and showcase the power of radio, the theater of the mind, what we can do by showing a spec spot. So some great wins there from the Allentown market. Another success story from Reading, something they did back in March, capitalizing on March Madness. They did a pub bracket challenge. They went to a local wholesaler, a distributor, and I believe it's a Coors distributor, and sold them a title sponsorship for a pub bracket challenge, which brought in 8 different pubs. A great way for that distributor to highlight some of the better pubs that they have that they distribute to, and a great interactive contest for listeners as well. So again, certainly highlights the brand, highlights those pubs with a 3-week promotion they did. From what I hear from Reading, the client loved it and would like to expand it coming into next year. The great thing about this promotion, you could duplicate this for other sporting events as well, or even other times of the year. It doesn't even have to be around a big national sporting event like March Madness or a theme like that. It can be just something you're doing for your local market. So again, a couple of ideas from around the region. That's about all I have this morning from the food and beverage category. Thanks for spending some time. Now get out there and sell some more endorsements, and hopefully you're going to have a great summer with selling radio, not just food and beverage, but all in general for your market. So again, thanks for the time. Have a good morning.